Okay, what's up, 4 Degrees Funnier fam? We are back after a full week together, the three of
hmm
us. So we're coming at you live. It's Darrien, one of your hosts.
I'm Jaycee. Hello.
I'm producer Allie.
Yay. Yeah, the girls just said they're shooting from the hip today. No plans. We're just gonna yap. We have a lot to debrief on, so
No,
buckle up.
buckle up.
Buckle up. Post wedding, spent a week in Mexico. Darrien, how do you feel the week was?
The week was like quite literally amazing.
I love
Like
it.
yeah, it's hard to I feel I've had this problem since returning because people ask me like, "How was it?" I'm like, how do I describe the week? Like I'm like it was perfect. Like it was the vibes were great. Everybody was great. The day was perfect. Our wedding day was perfect. I'm like I don't know what like I'm like I feel like such a bitch when people ask because I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, it was literally perfect." Like
No notes, like you said. We love it. It couldn't have gone any better. Do you have like a highlight? I know we've asked you this before, but was there like a highlight of the week for you?
I mean, wedding day obvs was the highlight, but like outside of that, I think welcome drinks, I really loved welcome drinks. The vibes.
You would look banging that night too. That helps.
Yeah, that
I
does
mean, you
help.
look banging all week, so
The outfits were slaying.
yeah.
But the other thing that I think, like I was saying to Tim, was like when we were just all, there was one day, there was multiple days, but there's one day specifically that I remember, like all of us by the pool, and we're all just sitting there in the pool, grabbing drinks, and everybody was there, like, well, just about. Like I felt like I could look one way and see like 50% of our crew and then turn and be like, this is it. That was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good day. I remember that one. Is that if it's the one I'm thinking of? And I said the same thing too. I was like, it's so nice that we're all together. Like it was a nice moment.
So special. And like everybody just like gelled well. Ugh. I wrote down like I wrote down my highlights and stuff like that of the weekend, whatever. But one of them was like not necessarily a highlight, but one of my um I just got a glimpse of my thumbnail photo and that's terrifying.
Sometimes it screws you.
Look at mine. Why am I
I'm
so
not
sad?
happy to be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. Um, but no, one of my like I don't know. One of my positives of the trip is that everybody was so chill. Like it was so easy to get along with everybody. Like I identified mostly as like a part of your family, but like your family is clearly your family and I'm not necessarily your family. But like I didn't have another like crew to like identify with. So I
hmm
just kind of like bounced around, you know? But everybody was so nice that it didn't even matter. It was like they were all old friends anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
immaculate
you
crew.
floated really well.
Thank
I
you.
I told you this in Mexico, but like JC was so good at like bouncing from group to group and just meshing with everyone. And it was really easy to because everyone was amazing.
Yeah.
But I was like, nervous at first to go just like hang out with, Tim's friends and family and
Mhm.
stuff and Jay was just doing it so yeah, effortlessly.
Everybody made it so easy. It was so much fun. Like I would literally relive this week like over and over again. I literally I was talking to Chat GPT about like
You're like,
I was
hi,
like,
cat.
what would you describe this week as? Like, and then that's how I got my Instagram caption for the post that I made, which was
Oh,
like, some weeks really
some
are that
weeks,
good. I'm like,
some
thanks,
weeks really
chat.
are that good.
Some weeks
That
really
was a good
are.
one.
Yeah. No, that's a great. I think yeah, everybody did gel really well.
Hmm.
Everybody was super chill, which was 10 out of 10. I think when one thing that even because Allie said it before we left, she was like, "I'm like, me and Adam hang out with you and Tim. Like that's like who we hang out with when we're doing stuff. What are we gonna do?" And I was like, "I think it'll be fine." And she's like, "But like, will it?" Because she's like, "I just wanna, I feel like that's who we would hang out with if we were in like Mexico before."
Hmm.
And same for you, Jay. Like you had said too, like, yeah, I don't really have like a crew that, because yeah, you're kind of like family, but there wasn't other Valley people there. But it just, no notes.
No notes. 10 out of
I think
10.
that is like really a testament to the people that you and Tim surround yourselves with because like you can't choose family, but then all of your friends that were there were
Yeah.
also incredible. So it's
Yeah.
like that's a really and like friends from different points in life. There's Jay, there's the childhood friend, there's Tim's friends, there's Tim's friends' wives, and they were all great. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was talking about that with somebody, I think on that, or like on one of the pool days where we were all at the swim up bar. And I can't remember who it was, but he was like, this is like an indication of like who these two people are that like everybody is getting together so well. He's like, I can't remember who it was. I feel like maybe it was Brad. But he was like, I've been to weddings before where like you can tell who is on what side, who is on the other side, and they don't cross over, they don't mesh, and like that kind of is an indication of like a clash of your guys' like personalities and stuff like that. But you like clearly everybody was just like, yeah, chill, having a good time. But I mean, like, you're in Mexico too. You can't have a bad time, you know?
Very true. Very true. But yeah, I actually have heard that. I think it probably was Brad because they went to an all or like a destination wedding last year and they said like it could get clicky,
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, we felt like a lot of the week it was like those people and these people. But like, I
Yeah.
did not feel that way
No.
at all.
So
No,
easy.
and like the one night mom and dad went out for dinner with like Tim's aunt and uncle, like it was just like so, yeah,
I
cute.
love it.
Yeah,
So
10 out of
cute. Can I say one of my other favorite things that happened?
please.
Not really my favorite thing, but I was like very hungover one day and I had bad anxiety, like bad anxiety. And I was like, I just need to keep moving. I need to be in motion. And like Allie was just sitting there and I was like, Allie, do you want to go for a walk with me? And she was like, yeah, like I had a fucking gun to her head. And she was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll go for a walk with you. So we did, and like we walked around, we had a great time, and then like the day after, Allie was like, "I thought you were taking me like push me in the ocean or like to like fight with me or something like that," and I was like, "No, I just wanted to go for a walk." Like,
To walk? Yeah, that's what Allie's like. I thought JC was gonna kill me. I was like, what? She's like, she just told me we were going on a walk and we just kept walking towards the water and I kept thinking like we can't go
this
any
is it.
further. Like
It's just the two of us. I'm looking behind me like someone follow me.
You're like dropping your pin, like Ashton Kutcher, where are you?
look here for my body.
I'm like, what? Two sisters can't just go for a nice beach walk? Like,
No, and it was a nice walk. I was just like, this
yeah.
is so like
I could
it's
tell
too
because
nice.
you were like not offering any of the conversation to start it. Like you just kept waiting for me to like bring something up, I feel like. And I was like
Yeah. I
I'm
thought you
like
had like a topic you were like trying to get me away and talk about. So I'm just like sitting there like, okay, like, yeah, when's she gonna like say whatever she needs to say?
Like drop.
how's it going? She's like, "What?"
I was
Why are we
like
doing this?
scared.
Oh, that cracked me up. I was like, "Oh my God, Allie." I feel like your parents said something to me about like, "Oh, you and Allie are getting along really well." And I was like, "Oh, it's a bit. Like we don't hate each other. Like we're not
Yeah.
gonna kill each
Also, we're
other."
not gonna fight at Darrien's wedding. Like, what do we have
Could
to
you
fight about?
imagine?
Like, we're both
I think
relaxing in the sun. Like, what would we be fighting about? Like,
to
Yeah.
be fair though, I do think it was even surprising that like for even me, you and Kristen, we all got along all week. That was shock.
Darien, I told you that you could have literally killed my dog the first day, and I would have smiled through it no matter what. Like, I almost died the first day, ate a nut, my throat closed, and
I
I
Yes.
was
almost
just
died the
like
first day.
determined to rally. Like, I'm like, I can't. I can't like ruin this week for Darien. Like I'm telling you, you could have tried to drown me in the ocean. I would have pretended like nothing happened, smiled, and had so much fun. And I did have so much fun, so it worked out. But
That is exactly Tim said at the end of the week. He was like obviously the second week it was our honeymoon. We're just me and Tim yapping on the week. We're just like
Totally.
talking about everything and he was like, "Man, Allie like rallied. Like for someone who he was like for someone who needs a lot of alone time. right? Like, and we respect that. We know Allie's boundary is like she needs to be alone. He was like,
She's a little autistic.
crushed. Like the whole week though, like that could have been way overstimulating, like for anybody, but especially you because you do need your alone time. But he just kept being like, God, she just crushed it. Like she really went through, you know?
Yep. You wouldn't know, except for when she punched you at the rehearsal.
I still have a bruise on my arm. I'm gonna get my arm out. I'm gonna show you.
Not to bring it up. Sorry, Allie,
Wait,
not to bring
was
it up.
that bruise that you were showing me on the last day from me?
Yeah, no joke.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. I had no clue.
relieved it didn't show up for the wedding day. But yeah, the day after the wedding, I woke up and was like, "Oh, I have a bruise," and then it
You're like, why
just
is my arm sore?
hasn't gone away. It's been there for almost. We've almost been married 2 weeks. So 2 weeks today, I got hit.
Okay, but it was like
You got hit.
it was a loving hit. Let's tell the story. So we're at the rehearsal and the wedding
I'm not
coordinator
even.
was like a little bit stressed. Like she
And
didn't like the
scary.
people, yeah, weren't
Arguably
listening.
more stressed than me, I will say.
Oh,
She was the most
100%.
stressed person in Mexico, I think. Like,
Yeah, for real. And like for some reason she's taking it out on me. Like she's asking me and she's mad that I don't know the answers to the questions and I'm like, I'm not sure because it's actually not my wedding. And
and then you tried to
then,
ask, and she quite simply was like, "Shut the fuck up."
yeah, literally like she was just like I was trying to talk to Darrien and then she's like, shush. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I was trying to answer the question. So I was scared. I was really scared. And then everyone's talking when she's trying to talk and she's looking at me and I'm like, I will get this under control. So I reach over and I slap Darrien because I'm like, shut up. Like I'm getting in shit here from the teacher. And then poor Darian's arm was like bright red with like a slap mark. And I was like,
And it
I
wasn't.
felt so bad.
I feel like it wasn't that serious, but it just so happened that in that moment, everybody locked in. So, like, as you hit her, everybody
It was
turned and
dead
looked, and they were
silent.
all like, "Ellie!" Like,
It made a noise when it hit me so
did.
loud. Like,
But it wasn't that crazy. Like, oh, the
yeah, everyone
drama
did like
though.
it.
Like, producers on a reality TV show would have loved that moment. They would have. It'd be on the every week recap. Allie
Recap.
smacking Darrien. Like,
Yeah, the
100%.
backhand too was what really got me. It was a backhand. So like,
yeah,
dang, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, on bare
immediate
skin.
regret.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately
Yeah.
red. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So that's funny.
It was
That's
so
really the
good.
only quarrel we had. Well, Darien and I had a lover's quarrel on like the first or second day, but
We did have a lover's
That's
quarrel,
normal.
yeah.
That's normal.
that's normal.
We boiled it down to jealousy. We realized that we've never like liked when other people are close to each other. Like,
Yeah, watching Darien get married was A, hard. And then B, she had fucking 500 friends there, and I'm like, all right, cool. And just chop liver.
yeah, we got through it though.
We got through it.
We talked it out, and now
Yeah,
here we are.
here we
It
are.
was
We're like,
not
okay.
even a moment. We were like, whatever.
Yeah. It was literally like 15 minutes. It was like, okay, so you can have other friends, but like just don't like them more than me.
That's exactly what it came down to. I was like getting heated, and I was like, wait, why am I upset? And then I was like, okay, I need you to not be close friends with anybody here. Like,
Yeah.
I need you to be nice, but I need you to not spend more time with them than me. Like,
Yeah. Don't find another soulmate.
and then we were just like locked in. We were like, yep, we're good.
Like, oh, okay, sure. I'm just gonna pretend to like these people then.
Yeah, whatever.
You
I'm
should have
just kidding.
seen me, Darien, when we went for dinner at that Italian restaurant and you guys were having dinner behind us. And I was sitting there like a little sad puppy. And I said to Adam, I'm like Darien's over there having dinner and I'm not having dinner with her. And I could hear you laughing and I was like, and like Adam was like, Allie, it's okay. Like we're having dinner, like as a family. Like, and I'm just like, no, but my family's over there. Like I was not having a good time, and I'm just like trying to eat my pasta. I can hear Tim laughing. I'm like, I'm really glad everyone's having a good time. I'm just like so jealous.
You're like, what's the joke though? What's
Yeah,
the joke?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I
FOMO,
like jokes.
FOMO was
Jokes
really
part of
real.
it.
I would
Yeah.
like wake up in the morning and be like, Tim, hurry, we have to go to the beach. And he's like, no, we don't. And I'm like, we're missing out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, like we're not. We're like we are the
We are
thing.
the
Like,
entertainment.
yeah, and I was like, no, I feel like people are having time without us and I have to go. And even dinners, like I tried not to stress dinners because I said to Tim before we left, like, I don't want to have to feel like every night we're spreading ourselves thin trying to see everybody. We'll
Hmm.
just eat dinner like the day of, right before dinner, when someone's like, let's go eat. We'll
Yeah.
just figure that out.
Yeah.
I was like, I really don't want to spend all week being like, okay, I'm gonna have dinner with my family this night, and then your family this night, and then our friends this night, and then this group of friends the next night. And I'm glad we didn't. And like, it just flowed. And the small resort,
Chef's kiss.
yeah, it was perfect for that. Because then, yeah, like we didn't have dinner with you, but I still saw you have dinner. I saw mom and dad eating dinner. Like everybody was all in the same.
And we had meals every other night. Like it was fine. It was just like funny
Yeah.
to be like in a room with you and not with you.
Hmm.
Totally.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember like waking up in the mornings when I'm like staying in bed a little bit later and like a little bit hungover. I'd like call room service, get room service, and as soon as like I would be like showering, getting ready, whatever, but like as soon as the room service would come, I would like scarfing it down because I'm like, I gotta get downstairs like now. Like I can't be wasting my time eating. Are you kidding me?
Legit, meals were not important.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I had those pool nachos every day, and then I got so sick on the last day. But yeah, the second week, like Tim and I were so tired. Like most nights we slept like 11, 12 hours. Like,
It's
because
amazing.
first week I maybe slept, there was one night I slept for 8 hours, but the rest I slept like four, five, just barely closing my eyes and then getting back up.
Yeah.
But
You did
so
Yeah,
great
you
though.
were
You looked great.
socializing hard. Yeah, and you like you were I want to be like so clear. You were never a bridezilla. You were almost too chill. Like I was like on the wedding day, I'm like, why is she so calm? I was waiting for the other shoe to drop and it never did. You were just like so chill all day and like yeah, it was close, but like you were the dream bride.
I'm just
thank
kidding.
God.
Not really.
Yeah.
Just when I walked in on you when you were alone in the room and I was like, this looks like a bad scenario.
I was just trimming my knuckle hair. I was like,
The wedding
yeah.
morning, nothing going on. I walk into the room where we're supposed to be doing our hair and Darian's just alone and she's literally trimming her knuckle hairs. And I'm like, oh, hey buddy. How are we doing? She's like, I have too much time. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, the weird part was the like I had too much time in the morning, but yeah, I
Yeah.
do feel like I was me and Tim were talking about that today, that I do feel like I was calm, like, and Tim was like, you are not generally calm, like that's not
Yeah.
usually your demeanor on heightened events. You're gonna be anxious, but he's like, I was more anxious than you. Like he's like, you were so calm all day. I feel like even the like I mean the thing is was so meticulously planned of everything that there was nothing that for me I didn't know like what was going to happen. You know, like I was like, I have this under control so I can relax now.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
glad I
that's like,
did.
yeah, I think that's like, I feel like that's a very common experience too. Like, I feel like Bridezilla is kind of like overplayed almost, especially now. Like, yeah, sure, totally, there are bridezillas and stuff like that, but like for the most part, the brides spend most of the time planning everything. You already know what's going to happen. I feel like sometimes the husbands walk in and they're like, "Wait, what?" Like, and then they start to stress about it once it's actually happening, you know?
Totally.
But
Yeah.
no, you're chill. Like it was good. It was perfect.
Perfect. It was such a perfect day. Can't believe it.
A perfect day.
Perfect
Oh my
week.
God, I watched the video again today, Darrien. I showed Adam it. I was crying on the couch.
I
I
cried
could see
watching
him
footage.
looking at me out of the corner of my eye, like, isn't this like the seventh time you've watched this? And I'm just like, yeah, and I cry every time. Like a breaking moment I had never seen, just on the couch sobbing. Every time. I don't, and same with I look at the pictures, I'm crying. I can't stop.
Yeah. I feel like I held it together like very, very well until we left like the ceremony and I like walked down and I walked up to you and Tim and I was like crying. I was like, I did so good until now. Like, what the fuck? And then we started getting yelled at by like Fernanda or something like that. And I was like, oh, straighten up. No more tears.
Yeah, I feel like a couple of people cried after, like Natasha said she was like, I kind of was like, yep, I handled it throughout. And then she's like, the minute the exit song started playing and you guys walked out, I was just like sobbing. Like she's like, I just
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
control it.
Well,
See, and
you
I
guys is like
sobbed during the entire ceremony, so it was done by the end at least.
cried all over tears.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
like
done.
my nose was running so much from crying so much that I had to turn towards the ocean and use my tissue to wipe my nose multiple times and upper lip, and it was really embarrassing.
So funny. No, it was so good. But I think your guys' like ceremony and your vows were like so cute and you had those like cute moments in it that like made everybody kind of like giggle. So it's not like it was just like there was a lot of like tension breaking moments that made you not be like so like emotionally like crying about it, you know? Like it
Yeah.
made you like stop and laugh for a second, then you kind of get your stuff back together and then yeah. So it was so cute. My favorite was when Tim almost kissed you.
I that actually might be one of my highlights for sure. That's what we were talking about was like, yeah, so for context for the listeners, Tim is finishing his vows and he's emotional. He's having a few tears. And then he's like emotional about it and then he finishes them and then he leans in to kiss me. And I'm like, "No, Tim, you can't kiss me. Like you have to wait till she says you may now kiss the bride." Like
There is a microphone, so it's like everyone can hear Darren going, "Oh no, honey, no, you can't kiss me," and everyone just bursts out laughing.
And you like totally swerved him too. Like you like leaned away as well. Like, whoa! And everyone's like laughing.
oh, it was so
Uh,
good.
that was so cute. My other favorite was when you were like, I'm sorry that I brought up Taylor Swift twice during our vows.
String them out. As I was like writing them, I was like, God, I'm gonna mention her twice. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it. And then I'll just apologize, like it'll be fine.
It was so funny. No, I literally like listening to you. I feel like I was telling my mom or my dad this. Listening to you give your vows to Tim, that's when I was like unwell because I'm like she's so funny. She's so loving. She's so caring. Like I'm like that's my Darrien. Like what do you mean? Like you are oh god, like it was just so perfect. Like I literally fell even more in love with you listening to you give your vows to Tim. Like, oh, it just
And
makes me
then
want
like
to cry.
listening to your vows as we were watching Tim, like that
Yes.
was too much for me. Like I was
Yeah.
sobbing because I was like, same thing, Jay. I'm like, holy shit, she could literally be like Shakespeare. Like she's your vows. I was like, what the hell? And then I'm seeing Tim react to them, and he's like crying, and then I'm just like,
I know,
I need to look anywhere but at someone who's crying. And then I look over,
right?
mom and dad are crying. I'm like, where am I gonna look that's safe?
No.
Like
Like
jump in the ocean.
ELA prep who, Darian? Like you crushed that.
You know what? I do feel like I did crush the vows, I will say.
You
I think
did.
I've been writing them for a very long time. That was one thing that I did was I started writing them like immediately when we got engaged and like had kind of pop like little spots and then kind of just like filled things in as I went.
Yeah. Well, you crushed it.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
haven't
good.
even
I wish
started
the
mine.
people could hear it. Like I wish that it was all recorded and we could listen to them all again.
I know.
And they might
I
be.
They might be. Also, we have them written out on these little books
Yes.
over there. And yeah, I
Yeah.
was like reading Tim's the other day too because I think in the moment there was stuff I don't remember him saying because
Yeah.
I blacked it out. Like I was just like
Totally.
I don't know what's happening, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel about the speeches too, you know? Like you want to remember everything that everybody says, but like there was a lot of speeches, so like you're not going to remember all of it, you know?
Oh, the speeches were chef's kiss. I mean, obviously both of you did speeches and you guys crushed it. I think what I was telling Tim about speeches was like I think that it was really like I don't know, I was nervous about speeches because I was a little bit like what are people going to say about us as a couple because like there's so many people that yes, I know you guys as from me, you know what I mean? But then you also know me and Tim, but it was kind of like what is going to come through? What's going to be the themes, you know? And they just everyone's speech touched on kind of a similar like things about us that like really rang true throughout all of it that by the end I was just like, "Oh, like people get us. It's not just
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
getting each other." Like I don't know, so magical. The speeches were just so fucking good.
Yeah, we had some good giggles for sure.
Oh yeah,
It was awesome. Uh,
so
so
good.
good. My other note from the wedding was how I was telling people, so I like on the way to Mexico, I traveled with four other people. And I like I was telling them, I was like, I haven't even made it to the resort yet, and I'm already mad at Darrien. Like, and they were like, oh, like what's going on? And I'm like, well, this fucking bitch told me not to buy these fucking Berry Rumble Lululemon shorts. And then when I was at home last night, she texted me saying she bought them. And if I see her on her wedding week wearing these Berry Rumble shorts, I'm gonna kill her. And they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No."
No,
But I didn't see you in them, so you live.
I wore them the second week. When
Probably
I okay,
purposefully.
yeah, when this happened, so then they came on sale, right? It was like a flash, and I had this moment of like I don't have enough workout shorts, you know? So then I was like, I'm gonna buy some at Lulu right now, and we can go pick them up because we're going to the mall. So like, okay, and I look and they're like $30, right? They were like super on sale, and I was just like, no, I'm gonna have to buy them. So then I sent the snap to Jay being like, how mad are you gonna be at me if I buy these Berry Rumble shorts? And then the video you sent back, we were just about to walk into our teeth whitening, actually, is what it was. And you were like, I'll fucking kill you if you show up wearing those Berry Rumble shorts.
Because we FaceTimed like 2 weeks before that. And I was like trying to decide because I was like, oh, I feel like I need a pair of workout shorts. Like, should I get this? Should I get this? And she talked me into getting the other pair of shorts, which it was a good choice because I still like the shorts that I got and
They're cute.
they were cheap too.
Yeah.
But like she talked me out of it. And then the night before, or whatever, 2 nights before, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up those shorts. I'm like,
Yeah, I
She
bought them.
told me about this. She was like, "Oh, Jay's gonna be so mad at me." She's like, "I literally told her like you don't need an extra pair of shorts, like, and like you're never gonna wear them." And then I turns out I loved them and I bought them, and I was like,
yeah.
"Yikes!"
Oh, and I had already bought so many things for the wedding. You were like, at least you did offer. You were like, well, what size are you? I'll pick them up for you. And I was like, you know what? I appreciate it, but now I'm pissed. And also, I already bought another fucking pair of shorts.
Berry Rumble.
That was so good. Before you rumble will be the death of me.
It's
I
so
thought that was
funny.
really funny though. I was obviously kidding, but
Yeah, I was just
still.
like, she's gonna murder me. As soon as I saw them, I was like, should I buy these? And Tim's like, yeah, they're nice. And I was like, yeah, but they're that color that JC really wanted, and I'm nervous.
Just the fact that you were like, nope, don't buy them. And I was like, all right,
All right,
whatever you
no, I'm like,
say.
I'll buy them.
Uh, it's
So
amazing. Yeah.
what a
Well,
week.
any other notes about the wedding? I mean, like, we could probably talk all week about it.
We really could. I'm trying to think.
Best day ever.
Best
Best
day
day
ever. It
ever.
was magical. The weather was perfect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything went really smooth, which was great.
Like I will say about the weather, everyone, when I said my sister's getting married in Mexico, was like, "Oh my God, it's gonna be so hot." And honestly, I was not hot at all during the ceremony. Like we were in the shade. I actually, there was a nice breeze. It was perfect.
Mm.
I've
Yeah.
been so much hotter at a July or August wedding in the prairies where I
Yep.
like feel like I'm gonna die. Honestly, it was even hot that day in October, Jay. So
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
Yeah.
it could be hot, you know. So I really didn't think that, yeah, it was gonna be that nice and it was perfect.
Yeah. The weather was like generally like warm. Like that's what everyone's like, "Oh, how was it? Like was it so hot?" And I'm like, "No." Like it was warm, but like it wasn't like hot. And nobody got scorched, which was nice because like the UV was quite low too.
Chef's kiss.
So,
Yeah. Legit, the only burn that I got was the last day of our honeymoon. It was actually kind of hot the last day. It was like 30 and like UV was like 7 or 8.
oh damn.
So there was like a couple of minutes there where even mom texted me and mom was like, holy, it's hot today. And I was like, okay, if mom's saying it's hot, like it's fucking
She's hot.
hot.
Yeah.
And I wore that ring bathing suit and I got a sunburn right in the middle of the ring.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. We
that
love
was really
that.
good. I was like sick, but it was the last day, so I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody had weird burn lines from the wedding for the wedding day.
Yeah. It was all
Oh,
good. Um, okay, sorry, Allie, I don't know if you can um contribute to this, but were you guys, I know Darrien was there, but when we went to the sushi restaurant and the mentalist was there,
Allie wasn't there, and
Allie wasn't there.
Allie, did we
Fuck.
talk about the mentalist to you? Because did Tim tell you? Tim kind of today.
Yeah, Tim told me about the one thing that he did that was crazy.
It was,
I didn't even know what a mentalist was, if I'm being
yeah,
honest.
They're
Like a
literally
magician
fucking
kind
mind
of?
readers.
magician, mind reader, a mix. Do you know what I mean? There's a bit of show magic and a bit of like, I'm reading your mind.
He literally read my fucking mind. He did, because
Which
he
one did
I
he
was
do to you?
I was the one where I picked a person in my head,
Yeah.
just picked a name of a person, wrote it down on a piece of paper, and he like turned around as I wrote it down, and then he held my hand and just asked me questions like about this person and just straight up said her name. Like, I bet you if I ask you guys right now, do you know the name of my office manager? Like, and that's who I chose. And he was just like, oh, it's Chelsea. And I was like, what the fuck? Not even you guys know the name of my office manager because that's what I call her, is my office manager. Like, but I wrote her name down like on this teeny tiny piece of paper. And then, like, yeah, he just like held my hand, asked me these questions, and then it like was like, "Oh yeah, so she's not your family, and like she's not necessarily your friend. Like you saw her last week, and blah blah blah. Like you guys had like a dinner recently together or something like that." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's Chelsea," and I was just like, "What?"
I
It
don't
was
like
ins-
that.
I
no,
know.
and there was we did the card one, Tim and I, and like yeah, he asks,
Where you
you
put
know,
the
I pick
box?
the card, yeah, and then he puts I had to sign the card and put it in the box. And the box is under or no, I didn't put it in the box. Sorry. I'm holding it. And then I
Yes,
give
he
it back
started
to
with a
him.
box.
Yeah, and Tim's holding the box closed under his hand. And then he like kind of goes like, "Oh, is this your card?" And it wasn't my card and like
Right.
everyone at the table was kind of like
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh no, that's right. Tim, can you open the box?" That's like there's an elastic band around the box. And like Tim opens the box, opens it up, and it's like my folded up card that I had signed my name on.
I don't
It's so
understand. Like,
crazy.
I don't
No.
know how that works. And I don't think even if you explained it to me, like if
That's what
they
I
explained it, I would understand it still.
That's exactly what I said. And I asked him because after he like read my mind, I was like, is this a gift? Like, do you have to be a little bit gifted to know this or can you learn it? And he's like, no, I just learned it. I'm like, that is so crazy.
And he said he's
Because,
only been like a few years because we asked him
yes,
like, how long have you done this, and he's like, I think 5 years or something like that. We're like,
yeah.
what?
I just remember like when he was like reading my mind and I looked over at your table, I think like Nick and Tim were like standing up there and they were like, pay attention, watch this. Like and they were like hyping it up and I was like, what is going to happen? Like, but your table was like stood up, like so invested at what was happening at my table. And like honestly, it was so crazy. When he did the trick, like with the card, he did it with like Jen and Cass, or I think Cassidy wrote on it. And but before he started, he gave Elise the box, and then he told Elise like put the box in your purse and zip it up. And so she did. And then he moved on to the card trick about like write on the card, blah blah blah, whatever. And then that card is freaking in Elise's purse in that box. Like how? How does that happen? That's so crazy.
I had so many questions after too.
I'm gonna
And
Google that tonight.
You don't ruin the trick. No,
I
I'm just
know it's
kidding.
just someone tried to Google. Yeah, I don't know.
Again, even if you did, I really don't think I would understand
Yeah,
it,
That's exactly it.
right? Because it's got to
yeah.
take so much practice. But that was very, very cool. That was like a very big highlight of the week as well.
Mm-hmm.
except it started torrential downpouring at this time, and I got soaked because it was like kind of an outside restaurant, but like kind of not. And the way that the like
Feeling was
ceiling went, it literally was like just like right on to me.
Yeah, it was insane. And then it stopped, and then the rain came in sideways. Like
Yeah. Yeah, that was
What
crazy.
night was this?
that was the night you went
Tuesday
back
night.
to the room you weren't feeling well.
No,
Not the
Monday
allergic
night.
reaction night.
Oh, the night that when they went for steaks.
The steakhouse. Yeah. I saw them at the
Yeah.
steakhouse and you weren't there, and then
Yeah,
I
I
think that
got
was
ill.
Monday, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Monday.
Crazy shit,
Crazy.
man.
Crazy
So
shit.
crazy. Also, karaoke. 10 out of 10 too. I'm like
Karaoke.
barely getting my voice back.
Yeah. I did not
Honestly,
recover from that.
my voice, even just from the wedding night, from screaming on the dance floor for 6 hours or whatever, 5 hours, it's still like raspy.
Yeah.
Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, "Ugh," like, and it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I couldn't talk on the last day. Like I was saying goodbye to everybody and I was like, yeah, this is the best that you're gonna get. Sorry.
No, the karaoke was elite. Also, shout out to B because she was like the life of the party all week.
She
Like
was
she was like
thriving.
thriving. She was up. We were singing Mamma Mia at karaoke. It was amazing.
Yeah,
She was so
She
nervous.
had, quote, the best week of her life.
I love
Yeah.
it. That's
She
Darrien's
literally
junior bridesmaid. She's 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She was
cute. She
living.
had the best time. You couldn't pull her out of the water. Like
Yeah.
she's like making friends, playing water volleyball. She's playing beach volleyball with us. Like just so like whatever the people are doing,
Oh my
I'm
God,
doing it.
we have to talk about beach volleyball. The
Oh,
three of
Yeah.
us played volleyball together on a team. It actually went relatively good.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were
It
good
was
actually.
fun.
For shaking some rust off too, like we crushed it.
Oh yeah, my legs hurt so bad to walk after that for like 3 days, my calves, but yeah,
Mine
I
hurt
was
too.
shocked.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. Except I felt bad because like I thought it was gonna be our friends playing because initially, like when she was like, everybody come play, it was all of our friends being like, yeah, we're gonna come play, but we need to like drink some water really quick and like put on some sunscreen, then we'll come over.
Hmm.
And then like we turned around and there was all these random people there, but like I was already like, I'm on Darrien and Allie's team. And
Yeah.
then it was bad. Then it was three of us not passing to the other three people on the court. And I was like,
The one
oh, wait a minute.
one girl on our team sucked. So
Yeah,
One,
we did her a favor. Think
she
of it
had
that
never
way.
played
No.
volleyball for sure. The other guy was like okay,
yeah.
I
but
gotta
it
get
wasn't
those
like
photos.
consistent.
Oh, I have them. Nat, send them to me. Well, she sent me the ones of me, but
Yeah, she only sent me the one of me.
I don't have that one of me.
oh, yeah, that was a great photo of you too.
Such good photos. This is so great.
It was so much fun. Honestly, that day that I went hard playing spike ball too, well, not like hard, but like we were over there for like 2 hours probably. That was like essential for me, like essential in my recovery and from a hangover,
Yeah.
obviously, and just getting moving. It was so much fun. Like, it's nice to have
Adam
friends.
didn't
Oh,
have fun at beach volleyball. Well, did have fun, but then didn't have fun was Tim and his neck.
oh, that was my fault. Okay, but I was gonna say just a sec. Adam just texted me from the other room. I was the best at volleyball. And then he said, hit the sand, my coach.
You know what, Adam? We'll give it to you.
Also, everyone was
Yeah,
just
you
a
can have
talent
that one.
great sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but Tim, me and Tim went up at the net at a ball, and we were like gonna kind of like joust over it, but like the net was shitty, so like we wouldn't be able to do that. And like then Tim kind of fell or
He like
rolled.
he like kind of went back to go like dive back onto his butt, I think. But then he rolled, and then he got like kind of stuck on his neck.
Mm,
He made a recovery. Honestly, it was the fastest his neck has ever recovered from a neck thing.
yeah, because I've
And
seen
like,
him before with it, and like he's well, and I know even with my own, like I would be debilitated, like, and he was I mean, he couldn't turn to say hi to anyone for like
I was
the
still doing
last two
manual
days.
therapy on him for like most of our honeymoon, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
twice a day. But
I was gonna say it was good that he had like immediate care right away and lots
Yeah.
of people to care for him.
A
Like,
he was like,
physio and a
yes,
chiropractor right there.
yeah.
he was like telling his physio that today, and my physio works with his like at the same clinic. And so she was like, "Wait, are you Darian's husband?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "What happened to you?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Cause she told me right before the wedding, like you're not allowed to do anything risky because my patients always come to me like 2 days before their wedding, like broke their arm in a car accident, fell down a flight of stairs. Like she's like, you can't do anything. Like you have to
Yeah.
just stay in a little bubble."
Yeah.
And so then she was like, "Did this happen before your wedding?" And Tim's like, "No, like it happened right after, but like thankfully I was in the right place with the right people and now I'm better." And she
Yeah.
was like, "You're so right." Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, it was such a good move that Darrien was so strict on us not doing anything like physical before the wedding. When I was like, let's play spike ball, let's play volleyball. And you were just like, yeah, maybe like on Thursday. I'm like, nah, you know what? Okay, you're right. Like, but honestly, such a good move.
Yeah. Because also my foot barely
Yes.
survived the week with my foot, but had we have done something like Tuesday, even Monday, we all
Mm-hmm.
would have been there would have been something for sure. If
Totally.
Tim's neck was like that for a wedding, can you imagine?
Jacked up.
He was
Yeah.
just
He wouldn't be able to dip
Logan was
you
like
or anything. Like, he'd be like Frankenstein.
Logan's like, why is he moving like a Lego character? I was like, no, I know.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Uh, well, the one other thing that I loved was after I left, I was like, so when I was in Mexico, I was keeping like notes of like everybody's rooms, like codes, different, like I was keeping notes, like I had a Mexico note on my phone. And then when I went to go check my notes, I like scrolled to the bottom of my Mexico notes and it said, Tim will tell you at the end of the week. And I flashed back to being in the pool and I was drunk. Obviously, we all were. I think this was a day that like we were all pretty into it. And like Tim and I were gossiping in the pool and he was like, I can't tell you right now. I'll tell you at the end of the week. And I was like, Tim, if you don't tell me right now, neither of us are going to remember. And he was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, let me go get my phone and I'll write it down. And so I did. I put it in the notes. So then when Darren and Tim were on their honeymoon, I text Tim a screenshot of it and I was like, well, tell me. And he's like, I don't know what it was about. And I was like, I don't know what it was about. So now we just have this like cryptic like message that he was going to tell me something once the week was over and we don't know what it is.
The lost lore.
One day when I
Lost lore.
die, maybe I'll know.
I wonder what it was. I know it has not come back to Tim yet.
Ah, that was like I was like, "Oh my God, gossip? Are you kidding me?" And like send it to him immediately. I'm like, "Tell me what happened." And then he's like, "I don't remember." And I'm like, "Well, great, me neither. I don't even know what we're talking about." So,
God, I think okay, yesterday I think I told Allie that I wasn't feeling very well last night. I was feeling a little bit off, like a little bit nauseous, a little bit fevery almost. And I was worried that I was gonna die. And then mom texted me some mosquito-borne virus and was like, maybe it's this. And I was like, good. Oh, I'm dead. Like I literally was like, fuck, you know what I think it actually was though? Was I think it was
girl,
alcohol withdrawal.
girl, I had a migraine for the first time 2 days
Yeah.
after I got home.
I felt like every day of the honeymoon I kept being like, maybe I won't drink today. But then it was like noon and the sun's nice and like they're like, would you like a margarita? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's my honeymoon. Like,
Yeah.
and so then we kept like we didn't get drunk by any means at any of the days of our honeymoon, but like we always had a couple of drinks each day. You know what I mean?
Well,
And then
maybe you
yeah,
didn't think you got drunk, but you were always just a little bit drunk,
a
but you
little bit
never
more.
like tipped the edge that you were like, "Whoa," like, yeah.
Yeah, like we were having like we'd go and have an evening drink, but we'd have like
Hmm.
margaritas during the day, and then
Totally.
yeah, yesterday we both were like, "Ooh, I don't feel well." Like I canceled my Pilates class because I was like, I can't go. Like
Girl, I believe it. I bet you it
I had the
was.
flu, but like
That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks of like alcohol every day. Like, was there a day that you didn't have a sip of alcohol? Right?
Like I tried to, and I wanted to make one day like a no alcohol day. It was impossible.
And like, why would you? You
I
know what
would
I
have.
mean?
I've also decided midweek I was gonna stop last week, and then I said to Tim like, straight up, this might be the last time I drink alcohol for like years if we're gonna have 100 children. So like,
Hmm.
I don't give a
Yeah. That's what I'm
let
saying.
the girl
Why
have her
would
money.
you? Yeah. Live it up, girl. You deserved it.
Yeah,
And
you know what?
honestly, worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. Uh, well, we should probably conclude the podcast episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have what, 46 minutes.
Almost forgot that this was for a podcast and not just for a
Gosh,
yap.
so I gotta go to Dairy Queen, so
Yeah, Dee's got a tight schedule tonight, so we gotta let her go. Well, thanks for coming to the wedding recap episode, everybody.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, both of you, for all the things you did for the wedding. Also, I mean, I feel like I tried to thank everybody during the week, but you guys deserve an extra special shout out. So thank you. It was
Thank you for getting
amazing.
married and for having
Yeah.
us. It was so much fun. Yeah. I
Life's
would say you should do it again sometime, but like, don't, you know?
we'll just like
Maybe
bring
like
you
an
to our house.
anniversary trip or
Yeah, an
something. Yeah.
anniversary trip. That would be good. Yeah, totally. No, it's so fun. And then hopefully we'll be recording a little bit more now, probably.
Hmm. Yeah.
So expect a bit more from us. Yeah. Well, we'll chat with you guys soon.
See y'all soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.